Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to start from the beginning, Clever. Don't get nervous. We're just going to go from Tashima. No. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol nihiyeh b'dvarei.
Amen.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, fresh bear mayim. Hits the spot. Tashim anochamol. Shnei sadinim mitzdarfin, 2 sheets are mitzdaref. Shnei nisarim, 2 planks are in mitzdarfim. And of course, the question is, what are the mitzdaref? All we know is you're putting up a blanket as your schach. You're putting up multiple planks as your schach, and it's obviously mitzdaref to mess you up. We just don't know at what level it is mitzdaref. So shei sadina mitzdaref, shnei nisarin ein mitzdarfin. Rameir oimer af nisarim kisadinim. Planks are mitzdaref like sadinim. Now, of course, Rameir is the same Rameir in our Mishnah who said it's usher with dalid tfachim. Oh, there's a nachal space heater right there. What's that thing? It looks like it came from the Altahayim, Mober. No?
By the time it's going to start working.
Yeah, forget it. Let's no, leave it. No, sit. No, it's my own yitar.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That one's broken. This is DOS.
Hashem is telling us get out of here.
Hashem is telling us get out of here.
The building.
Telling us to go
floor
to
heating. Floor heating.
I don't need floor heating. I don't need DOS. I just need a floor.
You can take off your shoes.
Just the floor.
You take off your shoes.
Just the floor. No, leave it. Come. Let's learn. Leave it. It's good. It's on. It's good. I'm hot. I'm pushing sweating. I'm gonna take off my pants in a minute. Let's go. Says the Gemara. Says the Eilig Gemara. Bishlam. I apologize, Chevra. That was my own ADHD. I'm sorry. Bishlam is Shmuel. It's good according to Shmuel. That holds. Diomar. Bishain ba'arba machlaikas. Where's the machlaikas? When it is not 4 tfachim, between 3 and 4. Aval yesh ben arba. But once it hits 4 tfachim, divrei hakol psula. So everyone agrees, according to Shmuel, when you hit the 4 tefach mark, you're over. So in this brisa, my mitzdarfin l'arba. It's very simple. There's a tziruf to hit the 4 tefach mark. Because according to Shmuel, you hit 4 tfachim, it's basel, givaldik. Elo li Rav, but ask the Gemara that according to Rav, Damar, b'sheyesh bohen arba machlaikas. Rav said, there's even a machlaikas when it's 4 tfachim. The Ramir holds there is a gezerah. And Rav Yudah holds there's no gezerah. Aval, what did Rav hold if it's less than 4 tfachim? Aval ein bohen arba. Rav held divrei hakol ksheira. According to Rav, hey chidami, hey dalid, hey chidami. Rabbi Zlatnik, Erev Tov. Hey dalid, hey chidami. What's the kasha? What's the case? Idis buarba. We're 8 lines from the top. Yudalid on the base. If it is 4 tfachim, lama li litzdarufe. If the plank that you put up is 4 tfachim, so what are you being mitzdarif for? Ramir holds its puzzle anyways. Ida laslu arba. And if it's not 4 tfachim, what does Rav hold of something not 4 tfachim? It's kosher. Amai. Why would it be mitzaref? V'kanim ba'almaninu. Rav held only discussion begins at 4, but less than 4. What is it? It's a regular reed. It's a regular bamboo slat. So according to Rav, if it's less than 4, what's it being mitzaref to? The Gemara's kasha on Rav. Shragi, is that a raising your hand or that just saying hi? I guess you're just saying just a hi. Givaldi.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, one second. I just want to say over the kasha again. You can ask your question. Let's just speak out the kasha outside. We have a brisa, and the brisa says that if I have sheets, they're mitzdarif to mess up my sukkah. Says the Gemara. According to Shmuel, that he holds that once you hit 4 tfachim, everyone holds its puzzle. it makes a lot of sense what it's mitzaref for. Mitzaref means it combines. I'm sorry if I didn't translate that. Mitzaref means it combines. So according to Shmuel, it's very good. If I have 2 sheets, each 3 tfachim, each sheet by itself is fine. Says the Brisa, they're mitzaref, they combine to mess you up. So Shmuel learns the Brisa beautifully. But according to Rav, where's the machlokes? Once you hit 4, but less than 4, what does Rav hold? It's nothing. It's nothing. What's it being mitzdareh for? What's it combining for? Just kanim ba'alma. It's a little plank on your schach.
I don't understand.
What's it mitzdareh? What's your question?
I don't understand, but
Yeah.
it's starved to be arbo.
Why are we bringing?
And then according to Rab Meir, it's possible.
But again, according to Rav, what do we view something less than 4? When we learned the Mishnah.
Less than 4 is fine.
So then what's it mitzdareh for?
It's starved that if you put 2 things that together are more than
So
4.
if I have 100 bamboo slats, they're
Yeah.
mitzdaref to basel meisukkah. It's giving up.
That's what the Mishnah is saying.
That's crazy. That's the Gemara's kasha. According to Rav, everything only begins at 4. That's what the gezerah is. Which means if I have a plank of wood less than 4, there's no gezerah. If there's no gezerah, it's kosher. You can't be mitzdaref.
According to
So
Shmuel,
then the question should be,
According to Shmuel, everyone holds its puzzle at 4.
but
Right?
it also wasn't 4. It was 2 planks that together came to 4, right?
Correct.
So why is it a problem? It was before also a kosher.
Okay, so you're asking a good question.
but then the question should be, why are we even bringing in?
Okay.
Less than 4.
Okay.
Less
So-
than
so-
4, you still don't need it.
So that sort of is the Gemara's kasha. First of all, that's sort of the Gemara says echadami. Whichever way you turn, it's not a kasha. To answer your question, you're asking a little bit of a deeper question. I think the answer to your question is that according to Shmuel, once you hit 4, everyone holds its puzzle. But when it's less than 4, there's a machlokes. That means everyone agrees that between 3 and 4, according to Shmuel, it's a conversation. Less than 3, what did Shmuel say less than 3?
Kosher.
Kanim
So,
ba'alma.
yeah.
So less than 3, Shmuel would say, don't ask me anything. But between 3 and 4, Shmuel's a masking.
As a 0, it's a problem.
Yeah. But again, you're asking a better kasha than Taretz. If you don't understand the question, it's a good question, but the Gemara itself, it works.
To clarify,
Yeah.
it says
4 is puzzle according to everyone.
that's outside of 4 or because of the house. It looks like a house.
It's a gzeira
Yeah.
derabanan that it looks like a house, and therefore you can't sit under that area.
According to Shmuel, everyone holds that 0.
Everyone holds off the gzeira at 4. The question is, what about less than 4 according to Shmuel? According to Rav, very good. Let's point that out. According to what's I just want to say that out again. According to Rav, the machlokes is there a gzeira? That's what Rav holds. According to Shmuel, everyone holds as a gzeira. The question just is at what point. Everyone agrees when you hit 4, there's a gzeira. The question is less than 4. Good.
So if you have just a little less than 4, if you have them piled up next to each other, doesn't that kind of look like the house?
So very good, and that is exactly what the Bryce would mean according to Shmuel. Exactly, that's where it would be mitzvah. Good, yeah, beautiful. That's exactly what it would be according to Shmuel. According to Rav, is a kasha, and the reason why you're going to see in a moment, the Gemara is going to have a lishna achrina in a second. Lishna achrina is basically what it's going to do is going to flip everything around, which makes it that when you're dealing with the svara of it, you have to just because the Gemara is about to flip it. But let's get there. Answers the
Rav.
yes.
4.5. What's the Allah?
Lefi Rav, once it's 4, it's a machlokes.
Over 4.
It's a machlokes. Doesn't make a difference. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is that true?
Right now, it's true. It's not really true. I'm not really being honest. But right now, it's
Saying
true.
it says 4, mashma, that anything more than that is puzzle. So that's the mitzvah according to Rav.
So
If you have
good.
2 that are 4,
Good. So the Gemara is about to answer. Let's see. You're asking better than what the Gemara is going to answer.
Stop looking, guys. Stop
look-
looking ahead.
Look at
That's why he doesn't put a video.
look at the Gemara. The Gemara is
He has his
basically
art scroll there.
the
with all
Gemara
the
understood that after 4 is what? What's after 4 tfachim? 4 amos. That's the next. Rabbi Cooper, no, you're not going to even give him a wave.
I'm gonna wait. I'll send them some pictures, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
pajamas right now.
Ah, okay. Gewaldig. Enjoy the beach. Says the Gemara. Nachama. Answers the Gemara, excuse me. According to Rav, what are we going to say? Again, according to Rav, it's 4 tefachim. What's the kasha? Kasha was, if it's 4, again, let's just read back for a moment. Right? That was the question. If it's 4 tefachim, what are you combining for? 4 by itself is a problem according to Rav. That's the machlekes. Answers the Gemara, my mitzarfin la'arba amois min atzad. A new din in the middle of the sukkah is what we've been discussing till now. Now, with this, it really gives us a lot of clarity, everything that's been going on in the Mishnah. We're discussing, let's imagine we're sitting in this massive sukkah, feels like we're sitting in a sukkah with no heat right now. Baruch Hashem, it's freezing. It's, we have the heaters going, it's not working. Mommy's putting on the winter coat. Tati saying, no, it's not cold. The kids are crying from the heat. Yeah, Baruch Hashem. So, I lost myself. So, in the middle of our sukkah, you're going to fix the heater. Always, it's going to work. I do the same thing in my sukkah. You move the heater. Now, David is going to suffocate because he's going to Arizona right now with the heater blowing on his face. The rest of us aren't. Okay, let's continue. Apologies. So, in our massive sukkah over here, Baruch Hashem, we've been discussing, we have these planks of wood, 4 tefachim. Said the Mishnah, it's a problem, but it's kosher, but don't sit underneath it. It's kosher, don't sit underneath it. The Gemara now is giving us a new din. What would happen if instead of this plank being in the middle over here, what would happen if the plank was next to the wall? So we already know this answer. We know there's a concept called Doifen Akuma. What does Doifen Akuma mean? Doifen Akuma means in halachic eyes we allow walls to bend. And we allow, if you remember, we had a case of a sukkah that was way too tall. And we built a platform next to one side. The problem was you don't have enough walls. So we said if it's within 4 amos of the opposite wall, it's kosher. Why? Because the wall halachically bends over. How far could your wall halachically bend over? Dalid amos. So says the Gemara, we've been learning a brisa trying to figure out what's this din of tziruf, what's going on over here, what are we combining? And we were very bothered that according to Rav, that once it's 4 tefachim, it's a machlekes. If it's not 4 tefachim, every sentence says it's kosher, we send mimanashach. If it's 4 tefachim, what are you being mitzarif? If it's not 4 tefachim, then it's just kanim, it's nothing, of course it's kosher. Answers the Gemara that what? Really it is 4 tefachim. So what does the brisa mean? It's mitzarif for the dalet amos min ha-tzad. Now, can you sit under the dalet amos on the side of your sukkah? Let's not weigh in. We're going to get there in Mirza Hashem very soon. We're going to get to that halach. If you remember, when we learned that Gemara way back when on Daf, Dalit or something, someone asked the Kasha on Daf Dalit Amid Aleph, Rabbi, I think it was you even, and someone else, Rashashi, where's Rabbi been?
He's in Sheva Brachas for 2 weeks.
Sheva Brachas.
Yeah,
Sheva Brachas. The Makbid, the Raval, Bushan Rishon is 7 years, Sheva Brachas is 7 months. So, Rashi over there taught us that you're allowed to sit under the wall. That's something we have to get back to. That is the first Lashon HaGemara. Lishnachrina. And again, I can't overstate over here. It's a classical Gemara that if we chazer the Mishnah and the Gemara after the Mishnah then what we're learning today can make sense. If we didn't, then what we're learning today is going to come Chinese very quickly. And therefore, if it's Chinese, the answer is don't despair. The answer is, I was about to make a bad joke about having sushi. Okay, it's not China, right? It's Asia. Different stories. Same thing. No? It's all the same thing, whatever it is, Japanese. But just do another chazar. Let's get Lishna Achrina, let's go another Lasha. And again, let's remember, whenever Gemara says Lishna Achrina, it's going to be verbatim, which means the exact same thing of the previous Gemara, in just slightly different. A kasha becomes a teretz, a raya becomes a kasha. It just switches the order of things to make it make sense. Lishna Achrina, says the Gemara, Bishlama Lishmuel. Again, the same brisa where I have these sheets on the roof that are mitzaref. Lishna Achrina, Bishlama Lishmuel. Damar, Bishain Bahen Arba Machlekes. According to Shmuel, when it's not four tefachim, it's a machlekes. Aval, what does Shmuel hold once it is Yesh Ben Arba, Divrei Hakol Psula, and therefore, according to Shmuel, what's the kasha? Therefore, everyone would hold it's puzzle. My mitzdarfin. So what's the tziruf? Says the Gemara. Mitzdarfin la'arba amos min atzad. So now the Gemara is introducing that last detail already in the kasha that we're saying, according to Shmuel, that it's mitzaref. How's it mitzaref? Dalet Tvachim is possible according to everyone. But if you have multiple Dalet Tvachim, it can hit Dalet Amos. Amos are obviously much bigger than Tvachim. A Tefach is about 6 inches. Amos is about 18 inches, approximately. Amos is about 3.
But then what are we actually saying?
Some story.
What are we actually saying? Because the Dalet Amma, the putting up a plank of Dalet Tvachim itself is already passing.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
what do I need? Who cares now about Doif and Akuma? It's already passing the whole sukkah. So what? It's mitzaref to be passel Doif and Akuma.
You just answered your question. That's the answer. You also answered your question.
Dalet
Tvachim, your sukkah is kosher. You just can't
sit underneath it.
You just can't sit underneath it.
According to Rabbeir.
Yeah. At the moment, we have no reason to passel your sukkah.
I thought that's Rabbi Yehuda.
No.
Kosher.
Nay.
But you still can't sit under it.
No.
That's how we learned the whole
thing. Rabbi Yehuda said misachach in bin Isarim David Rabbi Yehuda.
Yeah, but then we learned that the seif of the Mishnah that says Nosan Alesa Shulchochav Alba.
Going with Rabbi Going with Rameir. But according to Rabbi Yehuda, it's kosher in Gansin, and he even can sit on it.
Yeah.
Vada. So Nachama. So let's read it. Let's read it. Once you do a chazar, you'll get the math also. Lishna Achrina b'shav l'shmodam b'shein arba machlekes. Aval yesh ben arba divrei hakol psula. My mitzarfin la'arba amos min atzad. Elo l'rav. Bishlam Meir, my mitzarfin, according to Rav. Rav, who holds that the machlekes is at 4 tfachim, mitzarfin l'arba amos min atzad. Elo the Rabbi Yehuda, but according to Rabbi Yehuda, damar afilu yesh bahen arba ksheira, like you just said. Fi Rav in Rabbi Yehuda, what even when it's 4 tfachim, it's kosher. My ein mitzarfin kanim ba'almininu. Says the Gemara, what we call the ultimate cop out teretz. Aidi dekamar amir mitzdarfin, amar Rav Yehuda ein mitzdarfin, which means ein hachanami. It should be mitzdarif. It just because of the seifa. Now, what's about to happen from here? We're not going to go further. Tomorrow we might actually just do a chazara because this is a little bit of a difficult Gemara. From here, we're going to just basically continue rayas to Rav and Shmuel, etc. I don't think we're going to go further tomorrow. I'm not sure. I don't want people not to show up because we're not going further. But cover the chunk, cover the hopefully sesame chicken. But b'siyata d'shmaya, well, I would like to do a good chazara, obviously tonight and obviously tomorrow, and then tomorrow night. Listen, if everyone comes in and everyone says he did a chazara tonight, he did a chazara tomorrow, and everyone says weiter, maybe. But if not, l'chayra, we're going to do another chazara to get these two l'shaynais very, very clear. B'siyata d'shmaya.